Sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com New Jersey Invitational, brought to you by Ultimate Guard. I'm Nick Miller here, along with a player spotlight with Tannon. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, man. How you doing today, Nick?
Good. It's good to have you back here playing some Magic. People who might know you from, back in the day, but you're part of the new team, Next Ridge Nexus. We want to have you here in the Sideboard, talk about the development of the team, what your role on the team is, and a little bit about what's going on here.
All right. So far, as to do with the development of the team, I'm very close friends with Brendan and Michael DeCandio, who is the captain of the team, and we chat whether I'm playing Magic or not. And he's been responsible for some of my best finishes ever on the SCG Tour and off of it as well, on the Pro Tour and stuff, so we work together well. And I mentioned to him that I was very interested in starting to play Magic again. And he was like, well, I just so happen to have this team in the works. And I was like, yes, tell me more. And so this happened.
All right.
As for my role in the team, right now I'm the new guy, it's a weird feeling. I've told you this, that I've been around Magic. I think I played my first game in 1995. Yeah, I'm that old. And I've been playing competitively since 2003 on and off. But I feel like the new guy because I've had to read cards in Standard. It's a little embarrassing at times, but
you got all these youngsters running around beating you with spell quellers.
Yeah, we have this 15-year-old on our team that's way better than I ever was at 15, so that's pretty fun to watch. And so mostly I'm the guy asking a lot of questions right now on the team.
Okay. So we've got the team here. It's, of course, you, captained by DeCandio. We've got Emma Handy, up-and-coming star on SCG Tour.
Absolutely.
Mark Nestico, Love Rider. Then we've got Aaron Sorrells, the 15-year-old, already got a top 8 under his belt.
Yeah.
And, of course, Brad Carpenter, who's, knocking on the door of the Players' Championship.
Yeah.
So
hopefully we're getting him into that Players' Championship.
Right.
But
So you're getting to know these guys, You don't get to play in this Invitational, but you're playing in the Open because, you've been away from the game. What have you been doing outside, not playing Magic?
Well, there was a lot of poker for the last few years. Anyone who's followed me on social media or knows me know that I do that. I just moved away from Las Vegas, so I have a little more free time on my hands when it comes to that. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of work in the esports world. I manage an esports team. I do a lot of commentary for Hearthstone. I'm trying out a couple of the other new games that are up and coming, trying my hand out there, see what I can do along with those. But I've had a lot more free time, and my girlfriend actually came up with the idea. She's like, why don't you just start playing Magic again? And I was like, that's a good idea. And she was like, yeah, you've never seemed happier than when you're playing Magic. I'm like, that's pretty much true, because as much as I do play other esports and I love them, they're all great for what they are, there's no better game than Magic.
Yeah, I think when you talk to everyone, they always kind of come back to Magic. That is the reason, They play other games, they try other things, they just always end up back on Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, no one ever really quits.
All right, so you've tried your hand at some commentary, you've been doing some Hearthstone, what else can we expect from you?
Well, I'd say you can expect me at almost every Open, if not every Open. I might be having a slight scheduling conflict with the one in Orlando, even though I will be in Florida when it's going on. I have a wedding that weekend, so I'm trying to make it work. Obviously, that comes way first.
Sure.
As well, real life does definitely come first. I should be putting out more content as well in the future. I might start streaming again myself, coming up with content mostly Magic related, to do with the team, the entire team itself. Brennan's been streaming like crazy.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. Great streamer, really good deck innovator too. He's playing a really cool deck here this weekend. Y'all did a deck tech with it. It's kind of an amalgamation of 2 different decks, and it's doing very, very well. Most of the team is actually playing it. But personally, you should expect a lot of Magic out of me, and hopefully good Magic.
All right. And we've seen you put up results on the tour before. You played a similar deck to Robert Burney, back when you guys both top 8 of the Houston top 8. Now, you say you're going to be in Florida. Can we at least expect to see some classics on Sunday or something here?
If I don't make it for the Open, I will 100% be there on Sunday for a classic. You got to chase those points. I want to make sure that I can play in later invitationals. So you'll definitely see me there at least on Sunday. I'm trying to make it for Saturday, but if I do make it, I will be very sleep deprived. So.
Well, that's always good. What do we expect out of the team this season and going forward?
So, this is season 3 that we're moving into, so we're going to try to temper our expectations. We're not going to try to be like, oh, we're all going to make the Players' Championship, because it's not possible, obviously. I think if we have a reasonable showing this season and we work well together, I think that's the most important thing, is how we work together. I think we have a reasonable showing out of a few of our members. That's a reasonable goal for us. I'd like to try to be reasonable. I think moving Emma up on the Players' Championship, getting Brad into the Players' Championship would be a huge win. I'd love to see us get a trophy. I think the best chance of that, I would not be surprised if Aaron spiked one of these sometime soon. The kid is unbelievably good. I'm loving watching him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Brennan spiked one as well. The guy's got a good head on his shoulders for the game and just plays really well. The other people I'm still getting to know a little bit better. on the team, but I wouldn't be surprised if we brought home a trophy or came very close a few times.
All right, well, we've seen it before. The two, big teams on the tour, Metagame Gurus, they came around, took down a trophy immediately. Card Hoarder took down a trophy immediately. It's looking pretty good for Next Ridge Nexus here.
We're due. We haven't even finished the tournament. We're due.
Mathematically due already.
That's how math works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. Expect a trophy very soon out of Next Ridge Nexus. Tannon, thanks for joining here in the Star Turn. Joining me here in the sideboard. Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all week long for the action here in New Jersey.